everybody. It's lovely to be here for what is an amazing occasion, a real privilege to welcome you all to the 2025 Power of Women Awards, hosted by what I think is a remarkable charity, Dress for Success, Greater London. So thank you all for coming. It's an absolute privilege to be here, to be a part of this evening. We're celebrating a decade of the impact, empowerment and transformation, courtesy of this amazing, amazing charity. 10 years of Dress for Success, Greater London. 10 years of equipping women with confidence, skills, opportunities, all of which allow them to thrive professionally and personally. I know tonight we're going to reflect on the journeys of thousands of women whose lives have been changed, the partnerships that have driven this mission forward, and the unwavering community that continues to break barriers for women in the workplace. I was first with you a few years ago, and I've been reflecting on the women in my life, both personally and professionally, and just how lucky I am to have them there in the workplace. Women that I've learned from, women who've inspired me, women who have led others, certainly women who have led me. Among the women that are being celebrated and recognised tonight, one of the awards is going to a very good friend of mine, colleague and long-time early morning collaborator. To know that she's being recognised for her advocacy for carers is a great tribute to her energy, her resilience, at times her sheer bloody mindedness just to get things done or sorted. And she's had to do it, and she's managed to do it in the face of unimaginable personal trauma as well. Not least, she had to get up each morning and wake the nation up with me as well, which was never going to be particularly easy. But to be here tonight, to see you, Kate, and Darcy alongside your daughter is a real honour, so I'm thrilled that I'm going to be here. It was a surprise to me as well. Many of you will know who Barry Hancock is. Barry's a good friend of mine. He said, oh, by the way, Andy's coming. Our boss from ITV is here as well, Andy Koslitz. So you might notice Kate or I are on best behaviour all of a sudden. But it's a real tribute to what ITV have done, and Andy's chairman now, in terms of trying to level the playing field and help with the gender equality in our workplace. Kate will tell you, and all of the women that are getting awards tonight and the men will say that the battle for whatever it is that they are championing absolutely rages on. But if it wasn't for them, any traction in these fields would be significantly less. So to be here to see all of them collect awards is a real honour. This evening's celebration aligns with 2025 International Women's Day theme, which is Accelerate Action. It's a call to push forward, challenge limitations, drive meaningful change for gender equity. While we celebrate the trailblazers and the change makers that are in this room, we also recognise the work that still needs to be done, because progress doesn't just happen. You make it happen. Over the last decade, Dress for Success London has empowered women to overcome obstacles, either the workplace, confidence, to find the opportunity to change their futures. That is the power of action. And tonight, we not only honour those who have led the way, but also those who carry that momentum forward for years to come. Right, that's enough from me. It's my great honour to introduce the visionary behind the Power of Women Awards, the founder and trustee chairman of Dress for Success Greater London. Her leadership and passion have been instrumental in shaping this event and movement, and it's because of her and her dedication that we are all here this evening. So please join me in welcoming to the stage Juanita Ingram.
Thank you so much, Ben. I'm here tonight to really just say thank you. That's my only job. And what a privilege it is. I have all these notes written down, but I've been with the organization for 15 years. I live and breathe and bleed Dress for Success. And so I am thrilled to be here tonight on our 10-year anniversary. We opened the doors, yes. I cannot believe it. I had to send my husband a text message and say thank you for enduring with me. I lived here for 5 years, and during that time, that's when I started the affiliate here. And tonight is more than just about The celebration is really about resilience. It's about the opportunities. It's about everything that we built, but more importantly, about the women that we serve and their bravery and their tenacity and everything that they have accomplished over the last 10 years. I counted, because I have to keep up with stats and all the numbers, 11,173 women have walked through our doors over the last 10 years. And I looked at that number and I said, wow, because from the inception, it was never about the clothes. It was about breaking barriers. It was about giving opportunity. It was about uplifting. And as Ben mentioned, our theme this year for International Women's Day, and happy International Women's Day early to all the ladies and the men in the room, but it is accelerate action. And action is just that. It is a verb. We had this whole movement of being an ally to women, but ally is not a noun. It is a verb. It is something that you do, and it is intentional. And so our ability to progress will be intentional. We need to be actionable. We need more women at the table, but we also need more women who have the ability to build their own table. I'm tired of knocking down doors. I think it's time for us to build our own doors. And so we're at a crossroads, if you will, in time. As you can hear my voice, I'm from America. I'm from the South. I'm not country. I am Southern. It is a difference. I sound like a scene out of Steel Magnolias, I know. But it is an interesting time to be in this world and to be a woman. I will say I'm happy to be here tonight. I'm just saying. Happy to be in the UK tonight and to be back amongst friends. I want to say thank you, first and foremost, to our presenting sponsor, Blue Orchid Hospitality. Please give them a large round of applause. Over there. We could not have done this night without them. We're going to talk about it a little bit more later on, but the amazing sponsorship that they have given to our organization is unparalleled. We will be moving into new space in about a month or so, and that's on the heels of that partnership as well. Our space is about 6 times the space that we're in right now, which means that we are able to serve more women because we have more dressing rooms. The logistics of that is profound, and so we are very thankful for their partnership, for their sponsorship. We have other sponsors that are in the room. I forgot my clicker, but there's another slide that I was supposed to click to. That's me there, yes. And I want to say thank you to all of our gold sponsors, our silver sponsors, and our in-kind sponsors. So when I call your name, you have your tables. I expect you to make some noise, okay? We're going to see who's the most excited to be here, all right? So we'll start with Adriana Papel. I know it's only 2 of you. Make a loud, there you go. But this evening, yes, they've been with us for 9 years, and so they are a global sponsor, but the London office dresses all of the awardees. They dressed me tonight. Yes, so they donate gowns to us, both for this evening and ongoing support as in-kind donations. They've done it for years. Thank you so much to Sue and your team. Shein, you make a lot of noise. Okay, they're here. Huge supporters. Central District Alliance. There we go. Okay, you won. You're winning. Hatton Garden Bid. Okay. Mary Waring Associates. All right, there we go. Number 7 Beauty. There we are. Ropes and Gray. Okay, it's okay. And Vi International Financial Services Limited. All right. So thank you all for your sponsorship. We couldn't do what we do, truly, if it weren't for people like yourselves in this room. I also want to take a moment to honor our Board of Trustees. So all of our board members that are here in our advisory board, if you all could please stand so we can acknowledge you and honor you tonight, because there's no way. Thank you. Yes. They are the backbone of what we do at Dress for Success. There's no way I could stand here before you. They make sure that things don't fall through the cracks, mainly myself. They help me a lot. And the women that we serve, and they're very committed to the cause. So thank you so much. I want our staff, for the impact that we have, we are a very lean machine. And we have staff members that are here. Where our staff, please stand. Round of applause, yes. That make the magic happen, but then we have about 20 to 30 volunteers a week that come in to deliver the services. If you are a core or reoccurring or even a one-off volunteer with us, please stand so that we can acknowledge you as well. Yes. Our volunteers are truly the heartbeat of what we do and of our organization, so we could not do it without you. Tonight, we align again with the 2025 International Women's Day theme of Accelerate Action, and we want to do a tribute to those who have led fearlessly, who break barriers, who pave the way for others. And I could not be more proud to stand in this room with all of you and all of our honorees tonight for a decade of empowerment. So thank you so much. We'll get on with the evening. I'm excited tonight to introduce to you, as we celebrate our MC, as we would call it in America, but our presenter for this evening. I'm cross-cultural. She is not only an award-winning community leader, broadcaster, and author, she is also one of our new patrons and brand ambassadors. I'm excited about this. She is with us for Dress for Success Greater London. Every time I say her name, I think about Shakira, and I want to dance. Yes, but it's Shakenya Sarah Frazier is a passionate advocate for social mobility, inclusion, and representation. In 2023, she was recognized with the Pride of Britain Award for her outstanding contributions to community development and social acceleration, a testament of her unwavering commitment to change. Beyond advocacy, she is dedicated and a dedicated researcher in the field of and I had to say this slowly, ethno-sociogeography. There we go. I broke it down. And has spent the last decade working as a consultant for major organizations, helping them implement equitable and profitable strategic roadmaps that ensure cultural best practices. She has worked with companies such as BBC, LVMH, Disney, and Kraft. Additionally, she has been a vital voice for the increased representation of neurodiverse, disabled, and minoritized groups within entrepreneurship and venture capital, ensuring that business is not just about profits, but is about people, progress, and purpose. Through her storytelling, broadcasting, and thought leadership, she brings an intersectional lens to everything that she does, changing norms and championing inclusion and creating pathways for others to rise. So I could not ask for a more dynamic, charismatic, and inspiring voice to lead us through tonight's celebration. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Juanita, I know you've got a bit on. I know you're busy with Dress for Success, but if you're looking to ever try and get into PR, I need you, my good sis. That was an amazing introduction. Good evening, everybody. As Juanita said, my name is Shakenya Sarah Fraser. I am a broadcaster, author, and in 2023, I won a Pride of Britain Award for my contributions to community. But the thing I'm most proud of, and the role that I'm most privileged to have, is being patron and brand ambassador for this very beautiful and important charity. I've been thinking all day about what I could say for my opening remarks, and I thought it would be, more poignant to talk about what we're living through at the moment. We're going through a really tumultuous time globally, where we're seeing the very fragrant and, purposeful marginalization of racialized voices, the voices of our LGBTQ plus siblings, those with disabilities, and women. We're seeing leaders across the globe turn their back on diversity, equity, and inclusion, very erroneously, forgetting about the progress that we have made as humanity, but also as a community over the past century. And that's why I think evenings like this with you gorgeous folk and, the theme of International Women's Day's Accelerate Action is so, so important, right? When we think about allyship, when we think about activism, when we think about action, we think about it sometimes in these big, lofty terms. it's about being on the picket line or laying our bodies down. When really I think it's in those small things that we do every single day. It's being an ally. I don't know if Ben remembers. Ben was an ally to me after Pride of Britain with an amazing gentleman called Darren Lewis, who's now a mentor of mine, who said that if you don't do broadcasting, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. You know, I gave up a consultancy job, and now a year and a half later, I'm standing in front of you. It's about leaning over to someone on your table and saying, I've noticed a shift in your energy. What's that about? It's about raising your hand in that meeting and saying, Ade, Sharon, I want to hear your fantastic points of view. It's about making sure that we're challenging those comments, off-kilter comments in WhatsApp groups where no one can see, and saying, you know what, I don't like that. That's homophobic. That's xenophobic. That feels a little bit misogynistic. Because we all have the power and privilege to be able to create difference. And that word privilege, I know when I first, was doing the work around that, makes you feel like you should feel ashamed and you want to step back. But I'd like for us to think of our privileges as being something to step forward, to be able to do good. A lot of us in this room have a lot of different privileges and power, and we can use our voices, we can use our platforms, and we can also sometimes use our pockets to create real, meaningful change. So I like to think of all of us as being, fabrics, being, threads in the fabric of society. And I truly believe that with every little needle prick that we make, we're making a difference. And I truly believe, hand on heart, that one day we'll zoom out and we'll see the most gorgeous, inclusive tapestry. So can we make the commitment this evening to accelerate action forward together? That wasn't a rhetorical question. Do it. Will we make the commitment? Okay. I'm going to take the cheers as a yes. I'm going to need you to sign it in blood. Only joking. No, we don't need to do all that. So we've got 20 amazing awardees this evening. Juanita told me that, there's oftentimes loads of people to go through, but these 20 that we're about to honour are some of the best of us, self-identifying women, allies and corporations alike. So are we ready? We're feeling good? Yeah. I'm very excited to read about all of these amazing people. So tonight, we are honoured to present the Power of Advocacy Award to a trailblazer whose work has transformed civic engagement, education and racial equality within the UK. Our honoree, Lord Simon Woolley, has spent his career breaking barriers and accelerating action for change. As principal of Homerton College, Cambridge, he is the first black man to lead an Oxbridge College, a historic milestone in British academia. Beyond education, Lord Woolley is a champion for political and social justice. As the founding director of Operation Black Vote, the internationally recognised NGO he launched in 1996, he has worked tirelessly to increase civic participation among ethnic minorities in the UK. OBV has played a pivotal role in amplifying diverse voices in Parliament, public life, and local government. His leadership extends into government, where he was a former Equality and Human Rights Commissioner. In 2018, Prime Minister Theresa May appointed him to create and lead the UK's Race Disparity Unit, a groundbreaking initiative dedicated to collecting and analysing data on how crime, education, and healthcare are affected by ethnicity. His work has provided evidence and urgency needed to shape a more equitable society and policies. As we align with the 2025 International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, we recognise Lord Woolley's relentless pursuit of justice and equality. His belief that representation, policy, and education must work hand in hand to create lasting change. So for his extraordinary contributions to civic engagement, equality, and public life, please join me in honouring Lord Simon Woolley, recipient of the Power of Advocacy Award, sponsored by Blue Orchid Entertainment. Lord Simon, where are you? Come on. Yes. Looking sharp. I love the bow tie. Please. I'm loving the bow tie, by the way. No, thank you for all that you've done. Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't know I'd be first, but I feel truly honoured and humbled to be with so much talent, so much good energy in this room. I want to say that, above all, I'm happy to be an ally. And I think as Juanita said, being an ally is not just about saying, but it's about doing too. And I think one thing us men should do more is talk less, listen more, right? And some more than others if we look back last Friday. Right? Come on. You know, what I want to say when I say to my students, at Hamilton College, is if you want to be a good ally, you want to be a good ally to women, if you want to be a good ally to people of colour, engage in active listening, which genuinely absorbs what is being said. Not that we saw on Friday, people waiting to jump in, to pounce on you. And when we do that, then we hear people's lived experience and learn from it. This is what today's about your lived experience, about people like me being an ally. I'm just thrilled to be in such wonderful company, Kate, and Vivian, and Alicia, and Hannah, and others. It's a day for your celebration, and I want to be your first ally. Thank you all very much.
Don't drop that now. Add to all of your accolades, Lord Simon. Our next award, we are honouring a remarkable individual whose personal journey has illuminated the challenges faced by carers nationwide, Kate Garraway. As a distinguished broadcaster and journalist, Kate's life was profoundly altered when her husband, Derek Draper, contracted COVID-19, leading to a prolonged battle with its devastating effects. Throughout this arduous period, Kate emerged as a steadfast advocate for both paid and unpaid carers, using her platform to shed light on their invaluable contributions to the systemic obstacles that they encounter. In her poignant documentary, Caring for Derek, Kate candidly shared the emotional and financial hardships of caregiving, revealing how much the cost of care led to significant personal debts. Her transparency has sparked nationwide conversations about the urgent need for comprehensive support for carers. Beyond storytelling, Kate has taken tangible steps to support the caregiving community. In November 2024, she launched the UK's first Carers ID card, the Blue Sky Social Care Card, providing official recognition and access to essential resources for the nation's 10.6 million carers. Her unwavering dedication exemplifies the spirit of this year's International Women's Day theme. Her advocacy truly accelerates the momentum towards a society that acknowledges and supports the indispensable role of carers. For her extraordinary commitment to championing the rights and well-being of carers nationwide, please join me in honouring Kate Garraway, recipient of the Power of Women in Carer Advocacy Award, sponsored by Blue Orchid. Come on.
No, I want to hug you. Thank you. That's so lovely and such words. Yes, I better not drop it. That would be very typical of me. Thank you so much. What a lovely event this is. Just lovely to be here. Lord Willie, everything you said was so beautiful, and I did smile though when he said, caught Ben's eye when he said men need to be quiet more and listen more, because I think Ben feels he hasn't got a word in edgeways for about 25 years. But on the subject of carers, it's not something that people, I don't think, really understand until they find themselves in it. And it's a weird mix of honour and burden. And it's very isolating. I was very lucky because I could still go into work, and I had wonderful people that, because of my job on television, would come up to me and talk to me. But I often think what it would be like if you weren't in that position. It would be terrifying and isolating. And it always strikes me that every day, 12 people will become a carer in some form, which is a lot, I think. It might just be that they're doing it part-time for someone they love, might be 2 or 3 times a week. Or for 1 in 6 of them, that means giving up their job and the thing that they love doing and they need for finances in order to provide that caring support. And for those people, and they're predominantly women, by the way, and predominantly women between the ages of 45 and 55, sort of when you hope to be at the height of your career, I guess, as well. And for those people, they are almost invisible. And it's quite hard, even if you have got an employer or work colleagues that will be supportive in you perhaps reducing hours or working alongside it. It's still quite an isolating thing. It reminds me a little bit about what I think it must have been like in the 70s or 80s when women were trying to sort having lovely children, like Darcy tonight, and also having a career that, you know, you went into work and you were sort of allowed to do it, but you couldn't really talk about it. And now I think we do sort of share silly stories about our kids, and it's become quite a bonding thing, I think, in many ways for women at work. But it's one thing to come in and say, I was up all night because my child wouldn't sleep and, you know, they weed on me. And it's another thing to say I was up all night because I was caring for my father who weed on me, or my husband, or my child. And it's tricky, I think, and it's still very isolating. So we've got a long way to go, and we've got a lot of support that's needed. But thank you for allowing me to bang on a bit more about it. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you.
Don't want you to fall it down. We want to see you tomorrow morning, darling. Tonight, we celebrate a visionary in youth advocacy whose unwavering dedication has transformed the lives of hundreds of young Black women. Ebenita Iyere, a therapeutic youth practitioner and founder of Milk Honey Bees, Ebenita has created a sanctuary where young Black girls can flourish, prioritizing healing, empowerment, and resilience, amplifying the voice and visibility of Black girls in all facets of life, ensuring they are seen, heard, and valued. Ebenita has personally worked with over 300 young women who have been deemed hard to engage. Yet through her leadership, 60% have secured long-term education and employment opportunities, providing power and safe spaces for intentional mentorship. A champion of unfiltered storytelling, she is also the author of Girlhood Unfiltered, an amazing anthology, by the way. I've read it, my good sis. It's beautiful. Her powerful insights have been featured on TEDx London, in Vogue, on BBC One Extra, and the Evening Standard, to name but a few. As we embrace this year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, Ebenita's work is a call to uplift and empower the next generation of young women. For her transformative commitment to advocacy, empowerment, and the celebration of Black girlhood, please join me in honouring Ebenita Iyere, recipient of the Power of Women in Youth Services Award, sponsored by Mary Waring Associates. Come on, Ebenita. I can hold it. I can hold one of these. If you trust me.
I do. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi. Thank you. I'm used to working with young people, so yeah. So I just want to say a huge thank you so much for this award. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna thank my mom, who's currently recording. I want to obviously say thank you to my parents, because essentially I became the person standing here today that I didn't know that I needed. I would describe myself as a very vibrant young lady who had to navigate South London without a space to kind of express herself, and I kind of created that space for young Black girls today. I think I'm here to say that when you think about young women, when you think about specifically young Black girls, remember that they will become the women of tomorrow, and remember that they need your investment. When I think about young black girls, I want you to also remember that they live at the intersection of two marginalised groups, and I can't stand here and stress how much Milk Honeybees needs your support. I want to dedicate this award specifically to the girls that I work with, the girls who at the times of their need have no one and seek counsel in me. So thank you so much for this award, and yeah, I'm really grateful.
Amazing. Tonight we recognise a force for change, an advocate who has given people the tools to stand up and challenge harmful behaviours, Sue Nandy. In 2019, Sue launched the Active Bystander Training Company in response to the Me Too movement, recognising the true cultural change requires more than awareness, it demands action. Her award-winning programme equips individuals with practical techniques to challenge sexism, sexual harassment, misogyny, racism, and other forms of unacceptable behaviour in real time. Her training doesn't just encourage intervention, it empowers people with self-coaching methods for calm decision-making in high-pressure situations and assertive language patterns to ensure their voices are heard. Sue previously worked as a senior HR professional at Imperial College, where she led initiatives supporting women returning to academia after maternity leave. Today, her team of 20+ trainers deliver daily active bystander sessions around the world, working with global corporations, government bodies, schools, universities, and the NHS to create safer, more inclusive spaces. Sue's work is a reminder that each of us has the power and responsibility to speak up against injustice and inequality. For her tireless efforts in turning bystanders into change makers, please join me in celebrating Sue Nandy, the recipient of the Power of Women in Challenging Workplace Behaviours Award, sponsored by Ropes and Grey. Sue,
Hi everybody, I've got my piece of paper just in case I go blank, which happens. First of all, a massive thank you to Just for Success. Like everybody in this room, my team are absolutely committed to making a difference. We deliver active bystander training in many countries in different languages, and what we're doing is teaching people the skills to be able to challenge and call out inappropriate behaviour. Because ultimately, if everyone's got the tools, then everyone can do their bit to make their workplaces safer, fairer, and just a kinder place to be. With our training, we do actually see a real impact that is having on women, and many of whom are sadly up against so much in terms of bullying, sexual harassment, misogyny. And some of the stories that we hear from the women are truly eye-watering. As we all know, inappropriate behaviour can happen anywhere from when you were kids, in the school playground, to when you studied at college, university, and in the workplace. And when you see that happening, you realise the impact it has on individuals, in terms of mental health and well-being. And often, the trauma we found with women we work with, the trauma is so much, it's been so hard for them to go in the workplace in the first place, that they feel that they can't continue working in the workplace. And so it's so important that we tackle this and we challenge. And as we saw on TV only on Friday, that sort of bullying can happen on the world stage with millions of people watching, and I'm sure you'll agree that it's quite truly horrific to witness. So now more than ever, as we see diversity inclusion retreat in the US, and as we see a worrying increase in misogyny and bullying, especially online, that we all do our bit and we stand together and we support each other so all of our voices are heard. We strongly believe that progress is possible, but only if we're allies to each other, which others have also mentioned. So thank you, Dress for Success, for this incredible honour. You are an amazing charity, doing amazing work, and we're really grateful for your recognition, the small part that we're trying to play in making a change happen. Thank you.
We're now going to celebrate a powerhouse in beauty and marketing, whose leadership has redefined the industry, AC Eggleston Bracey. As Unilever's Chief Growth and Marketing Officer, AC is at the forefront of propelling Unilever into the next generation of marketing while unlocking growth opportunities in dynamic marketplaces. Previously serving as the President of Unilever USA and the CEO of Unilever Personal Care in North America, she has a decades-long track record of guiding organizations to flourish. A staunch believer that business can be a force for good, AC co-founded the Crown Coalition, championing beauty inclusivity and working to eradicate race-based discrimination through her support of the Crown Act legislation. Her visionary initiatives continue to shape the industry. A native of Chicago and Dartmouth Mouth alumna, AC now calls London home, I'm so sorry it's so cold here, where she lives with her husband and 2 children. In the spirit of this year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, please join me in honouring AC Bracey for her relentless drive to empower and inspire women in beauty and marketing, sponsored by Bay International Financial Services Limited. AC Bracey!
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be here. I am new to London, so this is extra special. My history with Just for Success started, I want to say, almost 20 years ago, and it started in the U.S. I was running a makeup brand called CoverGirl. And do you know that? It's many years ago. And I fell in love with the business right away. Because it's the insight that when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you look good, and when you have all that working, there's nothing you can't do. And understanding that people need that, and that clothes, it's not superficial, it makes a difference to all of that. And so I was like, sign me up. And back in the US, in Cincinnati at the time, where it was founded, I donated personally and did programs and partnerships with Dress for Success. So when Alexis, thank you for recommending me for this honor, immediately it was a yes, and I was so thrilled to hear and learn that Dress for Success had been here in the UK for 10 years because it's so important to work, so I'm really, really honored. The last few things that I will say is, in my career, I've accomplished more than I ever thought was possible. When I was younger, I never aspired to be a chief growth and marketing officer for a global enterprise, a 60 billion euro enterprise like Unilever, is the only American on the leadership team, one of few women on the leadership team, and I found myself in rooms where I've been the one and only, the only woman, or the only black woman, or the only black person, and the youngest person over the years. And there's 3 things that I've learned that have helped me create the energy and support to break through a number of barriers. The one is, do you, it's your superpower. No one can do you better than you. And earlier in my career, I found myself trying to fit in and model other people who didn't look like me, and I learned that my magic was in my difference and who I was. The second thing I would say is stretch and flex. So stretch is have big ambitions. I had to learn that. I think I played small, but early on, to stretch and say yes when I'm scared and no when I'm clear. So when I feel scared, that helps me stretch. And the flex is when people know me and create opportunities I haven't considered for myself, jump into them, flex, be flexible. And then the third thing I would say that I've learned is in life there will always be problems, so very many problems. So choose big problems and choose to make a difference, because we're always going to be occupied with problems. So I've tried to use my platform to make a difference. One of the brands that's in my portfolio, Dove, As she mentioned, I was the executive founder of something called the Crown Act, and that's eradicated race-based hair discrimination. Because unfortunately, there are grooming policies that say you can't go to school or be employed if you wear your hair like mine. So in the 50 states now, 28 states, that's illegal. And that's through an action that I chose to take on with a group of friends who I called to help, and who knew? So choose to make a difference. And in the words of who I love, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., he says, if you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. If you can't crawl, take action, do something, and just keep it moving, which is the theme for today, Accelerate Action. So let's keep it moving and make a difference, particularly in today's environment. But thank you for the support.
We now honor a trailblazer in the luxury fashion industry. An executive whose leadership has shaped one of the most iconic brands in the world, Hannah Coleman. With over 25 years in the luxury industry, Hannah is not just the CEO of Jimmy Choo. Hannah, where are you? Hannah, hi Hannah, listen, sorry, I have to make a bit for myself. On the way here I was on the website, they were going to pair of those ML50s, the Diamante, the size 9 girls, and you might dress afterwards, yeah? Sorry, I need those. Sorry, Juanita, I had to make a bit for myself. She is the founding member who helped transform the brand into a global powerhouse. Her unique vision, deep understanding of trends, and a keen business acumen has solidified Jimmy Choo as a household name synonymous with elegance and sophistication. Beyond her success in the fashion industry, Hannah is a champion for women's empowerment, lending her expertise to external boards across retail and investment industries, while actively supporting charities that uplift women and the communities that they serve. A Londoner at heart, Hannah lives in West London with her husband and 2 daughters. As we embrace this year's International Women's Day theme, her leadership serves as a beacon for the future of generational women in fashion and leadership. For her enduring impact on the world of luxury fashion and female empowerment, please join me in celebrating Hannah Coleman, recipient of the Power of Women in Fashion Leadership Award, sponsored by the International Financial Services Limited.
I'm very serious about shoes too, as you can imagine. Thank you so much. That was quite an introduction. Thank you. I'm really in awe of the work that Dress for Success do, and I think it's been said already today. It goes so much more beyond the dress, beyond the bag, beyond the shoes. It's about the confidence that instills in people, and I've seen that over my career at Jimmy Choo. Clearly, I am a big believer in the transformative impact of shoes. I'm thankful that we've gone beyond Cinderella now and we look for more than a Prince Charming. And I think that's a good thing. I just want to really thank Dress for Success for the work that they do in giving opportunities and a platform for women to take that next step in their lives and in their careers. And I think that, Juanita, you said it correctly. It's about, we are in a privileged position, and I think it's about paying it forward and creating opportunities for other people. And I think that the more that we are able to do that in the everyday is wonderful. And what an amazing evening to be a part of tonight. I think, the good energy in the room and hearing about all the work that everybody is doing and this sort of shared allyship, it's really galvanising. So thank you so much for letting me be a tiny part of that. Thank you.
If any of you want some Jimmy Choo, you know where to find Hannah after this. It can't just be me that's going in a corner with a very greedy Choo. Now we honour a distinguished leader whose expertise in strategic intelligence and technology has made a profound impact on the global tech community, Suki Fuller. As the founder of Muruba, a strategic and competitive intelligence consultancy, Suki has dedicated over 2 decades to advising on intelligence across various sectors, including national security, law enforcement, and the private corporations, which has positioned her as a leading voice on issues such as facial recognition, surveillance, and privacy. In recognition for her significant contributions, Suki was awarded the PowerList 2024 Meta Technology AI and Innovation Award and was named Computer Weekly's most influential woman in UK technology 2023. She has also shared her insights as an intelligence and technology advisor on platforms like BBC Panorama, BBC News, and BBC World News Service. Beyond her professional achievements, Suki serves as board advisor to global tech advocates, co-leading initiatives such as TLA Women in Tech, and advising GTA Black Women in Tech. Residing in London, Suki continues to inspire and mentor the next generation of tech leaders, embodying the spirit of this International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action. For her unwavering commitment to innovation, ethical technology, and empowering women in the tech sector, please join me in celebrating Suki Fuller, recipient of the Power of Women in Tech Award, sponsored by Central District Alliance and Hatton Garden Business Improvement District.
Thank you very much, and it's a great pleasure to be here. The first thing I'd like to say is thank you very much to Juanita, because my journey with Dress for Success began a good 20 years ago when I was in university, 20 plus, and back in the States, and I volunteered there. And when I'm British American, I know I sound American, when I moved back to the UK, there wasn't a chapter here, and then Juanita started the chapter that I became involved with slightly. And so I've been on this sort of journey of being and knowing Juanita since then, and she's one of the most inspirational women I have ever met in my entire life. And I just want to say thank you very much, Juanita, because you have been a driving force and a champion for Dress for Success here in the UK. And without you, it would not be where it is in this 10-year journey. So thank you very much. And I didn't write anything. I'm really good on off the cuff. And it's always a little bit harder for me when it is something really very significant and personal to me. Being in tech rooms, those are easy. As I always say to women, if you're in a room and it's all men and you're the only woman, know that in that room you are probably the best person, because you are the most excellent person. You have a most diverse point of view, and they always say, oh, we want to empower women. No. Women have the power. We don't need to be empowered. That's why this is called the power of women. We have the power. Unfortunately, other people have decided to take it from us, and it is just up to us to reclaim it. So I'm just going to say we need to reclaim our power. So don't ever tell anybody that women, we are not in charge. We're in charge. And on that tech front, know this, that when it comes to the movement, the development of tech, it may be other people that are doing that, but ultimately, in order for that tech to succeed, it has to be used by women. We are the ones that push industry. We are the ones that push everything forward in this world, except for the bad stuff. Good thing I didn't say a bad word. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to women, we have the power. We just need to be united, and we need to make sure all the allies that are in this world that are with us, that they are with us when we want to do something Because when it comes to the change that needs to happen, women are going to be that change. And you just need to make sure you are ready to use your voice and make sure you are ready to be united. Women have the power. It's the power of women, and that's why it's called that. So don't forget that. Thank you very much to the Board of Trustees and everybody else. Thank you.
Suki, I've got to say I like your modesty because you came up here and you said, I'm not sure what I'm going to say, I should have planned something, and you went off on one. Suki for Prime Minister. Suki for Prime Minister, I'm obsessed. Our next award. This evening, we recognise a leader whose visionary approach has shaped industries and inspired change across the corporate and sports sectors, Andy Coslet. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Andy has held senior leadership roles in global corporations, driving strategic growth and innovation. Beginning his career at Unilever before moving on to Cadbury Schweppes, he played a pivotal role in global branding and expansion. As CEO of Intercontinental Hotels Group, Andy spearheaded transformative initiatives, including the launch of Hotel Indigo and the company's strategic expansion into China. Beyond the corporate world, Andy has made an indelible mark on sports leadership. As chairman of the Rugby Football Union from 2016 to 2022. He has championed progress and inclusivity in rugby, earning a CBE for his services to sport. Today, he continues to influence business and media as chairman of ITV PLC, and he'll be happy to know one day he'll be my future employer. And his career stands as a testament to the power of corporate advocacy, proving that leadership extends beyond the boardroom. It shapes industries, communities, and the world. As we embrace the theme, Accelerate Actions, his contributions serve as an example of leadership and that drives meaningful change. For his outstanding commitment to leadership, progress, and innovation, please join me in honouring Andy Coslet, recipient of the Corporate Advocacy Award, sponsored by Number 7 Beauty Company. Thank you, Andy. You got them? You can put it down?
I got the perfume as well.
Oh, come on, look at this.
Thank you.
We're so acquainted. You hand me my contract after this, yeah?
All right.
Yeah. I only want to present the Pride of Britain with Cora Vorderman. We can get rid of Ashley Banjo. Sorry about that.
So thank you very much. It's great to be here, and I'm in awe of the people who are winning awards here tonight. I feel a bit of an imposter, but it's fantastic and very humbling to hear some of the stories that are coming out from the people who are lucky enough to stand up here. Congratulations on 10 years of Dress for Success. You do amazing work, and I think it's really important. The underlying idea that you can give confidence to people who would otherwise not have it by a simple item like dress is a massive insight, I think, into lots of things that we do. I'm very proud to be the chairman of ITV. I'm very proud to work alongside incredible people like Ben and Kate and lots, thousands of others. One of the things of being in a corporation, even though we're sometimes seen as these faceless monsters in the background, it's not like that. It's just full of people. And the leadership of big corporations gives you a rare and privileged opportunity to really make a difference, because you're dealing with thousands and thousands of people, and your policies and your decisions and what you choose to do make a very significant difference to those people. When I ran the hotel business, we had 300,000 employees around the world. So the stuff I was doing every day was very, very high profile, let's put it that way. So ITV is led by a female chief executive in Carolyn McCall, who is brilliant, and she's been doing it longer than I've been the chair there. When I walked into ITV, I found a place that had values and a system of, not policies, but just a belief system about what was important. And it's based on people, and it's based on inclusion, and it's based on people trying to make a difference and wanting to go as far as their talent will allow them. And I think in ITV they do that. And I was very, very pleased and happy to be part of that, to be asked to be part of that team. As of the end of this month, our board of directors will actually have more women on it than men, which I think is... But
but the point is now, I've been doing this for a number of years in different organisations, even ones that seem to be extremely male, like the Rugby Football Union. It's just second nature to me now. I don't even question the decision making. It's just obvious and natural that you want a team of your best people, and most of them are women. So I've just learned down the years that that's a fact. And I think this is a moment to stand up, and we've heard about allyship tonight, we've heard about advocacy. There are other voices in the world who would have us think that this is not important, to lend a hand and to nudge things in the right direction. I don't stand with those people. I think the voices that have to be heard are in every part of our life and our society, and I'm proud to be part of that group. So let's hear it more for what we're trying to do here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep Dress for Success going. And congratulations to everyone, and thanks again for this privilege. Thank you.
We're halfway there. This evening, we celebrate a leader whose visionary approach to corporate leadership and healthcare innovation has made a lasting impact, Dame Vivian Hunt. As Chief Innovation Officer at United Health Group, Dame Vivian works with technology, growth and strategy teams to drive innovation in healthcare, ensuring accessibility for all. Throughout her career, which includes roles as senior partner and managing partner for the UK and Ireland offices for McKinsey & Company, she has tackled complex challenges in healthcare, economic development, and the evolving role of technology, all while advocating for inclusion, diversity, and the advancement of women in business. A Peace Corps alumna, Dame Vivian's commitment to service began early, working as a midwife in rural Senegal. Beyond her corporate leadership, she serves as chair of Teach First and the Black Equity Organisation, president of the Harvard Board of Overseers, and trustee of the British Museum, whilst also sitting on the governing board of the South Bank Centre. In 2018, she was appointed as Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire for her services to the economy and women in business. As we embrace this year's International Women's Day theme, Dame Vivian's leadership exemplifies how innovation, inclusion, and determination can shape a better future for all. For her extraordinary impact on business, healthcare, and global equity, please join me in honouring Dame Vivian Hunt, recipient of the Power of Women in Corporate Leadership Award, sponsored by Ropes and Grey. Dame Vivian, come on down.
We never have to apologize for our journey and our experience, who we are, our accent, our style, our size, our swag. I've been here 30 years, and while the UK is my adopted home, my American accent remains as broad as it was the day I landed at Heathrow. Events like this evening, with organizations that are so committing to helping women who are at their most vulnerable and marginalized, make me know that this is my second home. They say that clothes make a man, but how big really is the difference between a navy blue and an Egyptian blue? If the wearer can't spot the difference, or remember that the designer or the label or the suit or the season or the occasion, if a suit really is just a suit, what type of man are we really making? Not so with women. We remember details because clothes are a reflection of how we feel about ourselves, not necessarily how we want the world to see us, but how we see ourselves in the world. That's why the work of Dress for Success is important. Dress for Success helps our inner confidence outward facing. Together, we make self-evident what is evident in women. And when women work with confidence in themselves, things begin to happen. Earlier in my career, I co-authored a research report in 128 countries that estimated we could add $12 trillion to the global GDP, about 9.5 trillion pounds. Either currency, I'll take it. If we can get women actively involved in the economy, productively applying themselves, we optimistically estimated that this could be done by 2025. And so by my watch, we've got about 9 months to get on target. We're behind. Only 29% of women are in C-suites, and we can do the maths on our fingers and our toes of the number of women who run FTSE 100 companies, of whom Carolyn is a noble and fantastic example. We have a lot of work to do, but we are making a difference. And the women, so many of whom are represented here tonight in the audience, in your wonderful staff, Juanita, as well as the awardees, we know that we're making a difference for the women who need it the most, those who are most excluded and marginalized from society. Dress for Success Greater London is 10 years old. It's a beacon of hope and support to women, providing a network of encouragement, professional attire, interviewing skills, and the tools they need to get a job and thrive and support their families. The work you do is transformative, and it epitomizes the true power of women working together. And so this award is collaborative. Nyokobok, as they say in Senegal, we share it. It is about women and our allies all working together to reclaim our proper place in society, our proper place in the economy, and our proper place in our lives. With humility, we will do our best to be worthy of your recognition. Thank you.
Thank you, Dame Vivian. Now we celebrate a leader who has redefined what it means to lead with authenticity, balance, and impact, Dr. Joanna Martin. As the founder of One of Many, Dr. Martin has pioneered a coaching and training organization designed to help women increase their influence without burnout. She champions an approach that rejects outdated leadership models built around emulating men, that instead encourages women to lead in a way that aligns with their strength. Her work proves that when women lead authentically, organizations thrive. Dr. Martin's journey is as dynamic as her impact. From her background in medicine and the performing arts, she transitioned into coaching, where she has trained and empowered over 70,000 women across 4 continents. Her passionate advocacy for global change, she is a dedicated financial investor in the Hunger Project, training fundraisers and facilitators worldwide. Her best-selling book, Superwomen, Escaping the Myth, which is on the way, by the way, I ordered it last night, sheds light on the hidden pressures of leadership and provides a roadmap for sustainable success. As we embrace this year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, Dr. Martin reminds us that true leadership is about embracing who we are and not who we're told to be. For her extraordinary commitment to empowering women to lead on their own terms, please join me in honouring Dr. Joanna Martin, recipient of the Power of Women let me get it right for you. The recipient of the Power of Women in Transformational Leadership Award, sponsored by Ropes and Grey. Dr. Joanna. Come round, don't step up.
Wow, I've got to say it's an absolute honour to be witnessed by such an extraordinary group of people and to stand alongside these awards recipients. It's very, very humbling. I feel like the leadership of women has never been as needed as it is right now this week. As we witness the adolescent antics of people who lead the world, I can't help but think, and indeed agree, with the words of the Dalai Lama, who, when he was interviewed on MSN quite a few years ago now, said, "If the leadership of the world were with women, we would be a little safer." I really feel that.
And yet, when women step into leadership, it is no easy feat. We have to find not only the doors at least ajar, please, but we also have to find the power inside ourselves to step through those doors. To make real change when it comes to women's leadership, we have to make not only the changes at an infrastructural level, to make sure things like, maternity leave and carers leave and all of those sorts of things are in place. We have to make change around unconscious bias and our cultural paradigm. But we also have to equip the women, the individual women, when met with opportunity, to be able to step through those doorways. And it's for that reason that I'm so thrilled to be honoured tonight, because I feel like my organisation, one of many, and Dress for Success are indeed allies in that. We're Dress for Success, and congratulations on your 10 years, it's extraordinary, work from the outside in. At One of Many, we work from the inside out. We help women to become and find those inner resources and the network, because it is both, that help support them to be able to sustainably change their corner of the world. Because I know when I started this mission, I took a look around me, and I, again, referencing the Dalai Lama, who said at the Vancouver Peace Summit in 2009 that the world will be saved by the Western woman. Now, I haven't spoken to him personally, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't necessarily mean Western. I think he means women of resource. And we're to be found all over the world, women with access to resources. But most of the women I saw when I launched this organisation were tearing around like headless chickens, still, organising the plumber and the birthday presents, because none of that gets taken off our plate. So we have to be able to both overcome, organise, and stay sustainable and not exhaust ourselves in the process. So thank you so much for recognising the work of One of Many. It's a dear honour to be receiving this award. I want to thank my family. They're not here, but I know they'll watch the video that Debbie's taking for me over there for sharing me with the world. I want to thank Mary for her nomination, and indeed the board for acknowledging the efforts that we make. But I want to thank the tens of thousands of women inside One of Many who, like Mary, do the inner work to find their own confidence and to go out and change the world in a powerful and dynamic way, because that's what inspires me every single day to keep going. So thank you so much.
Well, I didn't think it was possible to radicalise me any further into my intersectional feminism, but these speeches are doing a good job. You have shaped the wine and beverage industry with much expertise, innovation, and entrepreneurial drive as Kelly J. Stevenson. As the brand ambassador for Chateau d'Eslon, Kelly plays a pivotal role in elevating the prestige of Provence Rosé across the UK. Her passion and impact were formally recognised in 2024 when she was honoured as Freeman of the Worshipful Company of Vintners, a distinction reserved for those who have made significant contributions to the field. In 2020, Kelly launched Jetvine, a consultancy dedicated to helping wine and beverage producers navigate global retail travel, spanning airlines, ships, trains, private jets, and airports. Her vision extends beyond consulting, though. She has become a prominent media personality, sharing her deep industry knowledge with global audiences. Her groundbreaking collaborations include partnering with Brewdog to create the first beer brewed in flight and developing a bespoke sparkling wine showcased in a dedicated program. Her qualifications speak for her deep industry knowledge. She holds a WSET diploma, is a certified sommelier, so I'm going to need some wine advice from you, Kelly. A member of the Cicerone Beer Program. She also judges top wine competitions, including IWSC, IWC, and Cellars in the Sky, which recognizes the best wines served by airlines worldwide. As we embrace this year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, Kelly's work exemplifies how passion, expertise, and innovation can shape industries and open doors for the next generation of women. For her remarkable contributions to the wine industry, media, and global business, please join me in celebrating Kelly J. Stevenson. Oh, wow, Kelly's not here. We wish Kelly the best. We hope Kelly's well. We move on to another amazing individual. Few individuals have championed midlife empowerment and the passion of impact like Eleanor Mills. As the founder of Noon, she is redefining the narrative around women over 50, emphasizing that at 50, with a potential lifespan of 100 years, we are only halfway through our journey. Eleanor views this period as one of immense opportunity and is dedicated to challenging the perceptions and biases that are found for women in later life. Award-winning editor, writer, broadcaster, Eleanor's illustrious career spans over 2 decades at the Sunday Times, where she served as editorial director and editor of the Sunday Times magazine, and as a columnist and interviewer. Her commitment to the diverse and equitable media landscape was evident during her tenureship as Chair of Women in Journalism from 2014 to 2021. In August 2024, Eleanor released her latest book, Much More to Come, which quickly became a Times bestseller. This work offers a positive guide for women navigating midlife, blending inspirational stories with practical wisdom to illuminate the path of reinvention and resilience. Through Noon, Eleanor collaborates with corporations to enhance diversity and combat gendered age discrimination, ensuring that midlife women are recognised for their invaluable contributions. As we align with this year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, Eleanor Mills exemplifies the proactive efforts can transform societal narratives. For her unwavering dedication to uplifting and empowering midlife women, please join me in honouring Eleanor Mills, recipient of the Power of Women in Midlife Empowerment Award, sponsored by No. 7 Beauty Company.
Thank you very much. What an incredible evening. What an amazing room full of allies, women, people really making the world a better place. And I have to say, never has there been, I think, a week where we've needed that more. So it's really nice to be here this evening. My small piece of this is about what I call queenagers, women in midlife. I thought we needed a bit of a rebrand. I've spent most of my life writing headlines in various ways, and I thought that when it came to women kind of 45 plus, the stories that are told about us or the narrative that society hasn't really caught up with the reality. And in the 100-year life, 50 is only halfway through. So that's why I think we're queenagers. We're just kind of heading into a kind of new zone of opportunity. I want all younger women to really look forward to their queenager years as when it all starts getting good. But unfortunately, too many organisations write us off as we hit 50, and we're all about, at Noon, about changing that narrative to something more positive and fit for purpose. So thank you so much for this, and thanks to Dress for Success. And most of all, for Mary Waring for nominating me.
Yeah, take the steps, please. Yeah, please take the steps. We are now privileged to honour an exceptional individual whose dedication and expertise have profoundly impacted our organisation. Laura Gardner-Perry, recipient of the Volunteer of the Year Award, graciously sponsored by Shein. With over 15 years' experience in retail operations and merchandise planning, Laura has established herself as a seasoned professional in the industry. Her tenure as Vice President of Global Planning and Operations Development at Sweaty Betty was marked by her instrumental role in establishing the planning function, spearheading international expansion, and driving sustainability initiatives. Laura's career also encompasses significant roles at Banana Republic, The White Company, and Levi Strauss, where she honed her skills in a range of planning, stock management, and team leadership. Currently taking a very well-deserved sabbatical from the retail sector, Laura has channeled her energy into volunteering with Dress for Success Greater London. As a dedicated stylist, she provides invaluable support to our clients, ensuring they are empowered and confident as they re-enter the workforce. Her willingness to assist with any task necessary for the charity's success exemplifies her selflessness and her commitment. As we celebrate Accelerate Action, Laura's unwavering support and volunteerism serve as a beacon of inspiration and demonstrating the profound impact one individual can have on a community. For her extraordinary contributions, generosity, and lasting positive change she brings to Dress for Success Greater London and beyond, please join me in applauding Laura Gardner-Perry, our Volunteer of the Year, sponsored by Shein. Great, Laura!
Good evening, everyone. I'm honoured to be one of the recipients of Volunteer of the Year this evening. I want to express my gratitude to Dress for Success for the opportunity to be part of such an inspiring organisation. Volunteering with this charity has shown me firsthand how transformative support, community, and access to resources can be in changing lives. This award is not just for me, it's for the entire team of dedicated volunteers and staff who give so much of themselves to make Dress for Success a place where women can thrive. Every hour we volunteer and every woman we support contributes to a stronger, more inclusive society. I encourage everyone to get involved and support causes that uplift women. Thank you. I'm very proud to be part of this amazing community.
Now, we couldn't just have one. We now have a second Volunteer of the Year award, generously again sponsored by Shein, to an individual whose passion and dedication are shaping the future of women's empowerment, Nabila Shuab. Okay, look over there. Came with the support. With a background in life sciences and certifications in Prince 2 and Agile PM methodologies, Nabila is an aspiring project manager determined to make a meaningful impact. Holding a bachelor's degree in biological sciences from the University of Birmingham, she initially pursued forensic science, but soon discovered a deeper calling to contribute a positive change in people's lives. The realization led her to an internship at Acumen, a non-profit committed to breaking the cycle of poverty in developing countries through innovation. It was there that her desire to create meaningful change was cemented through her work with Dress for Success Greater London. She has found a cause that aligns with her values, volunteering her time and skills to uplift women and support their journey towards economic independence. As we celebrate this year's International Women's Day theme, Nabila's journey is a testament to the power of dedication, resilience, and proactive leadership. She represents the next generation of change makers, using her skills and passion to transform the lives of others and drive progress forward. For her extraordinary commitment, vision, and dedication to Dress for Success, Greater London and beyond, please join me in honouring Nabila Shuab, recipient of our second Volunteer of the Year, our Volunteer of the Year award sponsored by Shein.
Thank you so much for this award, and thank you for the amazing bio. That was. I want to thank the volunteers because we created such a community at Dress for Success, and I'm deeply grateful for the people that I've met. I want to thank Juanita, Maxine, Barry, Samantha, Heather, and Dan. Thank you so much for the opportunity to have an impact on people's lives, an impact that is long-lasting. The thing that I love the most about Dress for Success is the fact that we're helping women help themselves, we're helping them be independent. And I come from a place where it's not always like popular to encourage women to be independent, so thank you so much for that opportunity. And yeah, I'm just deeply honored, so thank you so much, everyone.
Now we present our Referral Agency of the Year Award, sponsored by CDA and Hatton Garden, to Employment for All. Accepting this award on behalf of the organisation is Janine Alcantara, founder and CEO of Employment for All, and Whitney Giano, whose leadership and dedication has been instrumental to driving the organisation's mission forward. Employment for All is a London-based community interest company committed to transforming the lives and creating opportunities for individuals facing challenges in securing employment. Their mission centres on assisting disadvantaged groups in acquiring essential skills and accessing job opportunities, thereby promoting financial independence and a sense of belonging. Through strategic partnerships with government departments, local authorities, and third sector providers, and a vast network of employers, Employment for All actively bridges the gap between job seekers and meaningful employment. In recognition for their impactful work, Employment for All has received grants to further their mission to provide training, job placements, and additional support for at least 24 other young people, facilitating their entry into private security. Their dedication extends to supporting individuals facing multiple challenges, including homelessness, poverty, mental illness, disabilities, and past experiences of abuse and exploitation. As we align with this year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, Employment for All exemplifies the transformative power of proactive support and opportunity creation for all individuals. For their unwavering commitment to empowering individuals and fostering inclusive employment, please join me in celebrating Employment for All, our Referral Agency of the Year, sponsored by the Central District Alliance and Hatton Garden Business Improvement District. Come on! Woo!
Thank you, Dress for Success, for this award. It's a real honour for us. We run Employment for All that supports the most disadvantaged in society, whether they're experiencing homelessness, or whether they're care leavers, or all in poverty, or carers, which is trying to return back into work in sometimes very lonely sectors. People really trying their best. And as you know, when we go to events or we have something to go to, there's always a part of the wardrobe where you look left for this, or this is a smart wear. A lot of our clients don't have that. If you're in poverty, it's the same clothes that you're wearing all the time. And as we've seen, I know a lot of people are referring to Friday, but as you've seen, sometimes if you're not even wearing the right outfit in a room, how you can be disrespected and disadvantaged. And so we are so grateful. I mean, this award for us, we can't really accept it on our own because we send so many clients to Maxine, Heather, and all the volunteers, and they come away feeling on top of the world. They go in feeling very disadvantaged, that they don't belong, they haven't got any opportunities, but these lovely ladies
really make such a difference. So I'd really like if we can just give those ladies a real clap. Thank you, ladies. So, thank you all so much, and thank you, Dress for Success, for all you do. You want to say I'm good. So Whitney has been with us three years today. So she came to us very shy, but she's blossomed. And Whitney runs our projects that support young 18 to 24-year-olds of ethnic minority backgrounds into employment. So she's like the big sister to them all. So all right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whitney, do you want me to take it? Hold that one.
Actually, you're up here, means you're not that shy. We're going to
you.
work on that. You present with me next year, Whitney. Now we're delighted to present the Retail Brand Partner of the Year Award, sponsored by CDA and Hatton Garden, to House of Kind. Accepting this honour is truly visionary founder Sonika Beckman. House of Kind is more than just a fashion label. It's a movement dedicated to fostering sisterhood within the corporate sphere. Established in 2024, the brand offers high-quality, affordable price women's workwear designed to empower and unite women through distinctive, recognisable details. Sonika Beckman, a qualified solicitor in England and Wales, brings over a decade of international legal experience in retail, luxury and fashion sectors. By the age of 31, she had ascended to the role of head of legal at a multi-billion-dollar company. Throughout her career, Sonika observed the systemic barriers that women face in leadership positions, often dominated by traditional male-centric cultures, and determined to challenge these norms, she founded House of Kind. House of Kind's debut collection featured a signature trailblazer, which exemplifies the brand's dedication to inclusivity, quality, empowerment, and redefining corporate culture. Designed in the UK, the collection offers versatile pieces that transition seamlessly from boardroom to social settings. Beyond fashion, House of Kind collaborates with organisations like Dress for Success Greater London and Mission Wonder Woman Foundation, reinforcing its mission to uplift and support women globally. As we embrace this year's International Women's Day theme, House of Kind stands as a real testament to the transformative power of kindness and collective support in reshaping the corporate landscape. For their unwavering dedication to empowering women and fostering a culture of kindness in the workplace, please join me in honouring House of Kind and Sonika Beckman, recipients of Retail Brand Partner of the Year, sponsored by Central District Alliance and Hatton Garden Business Improvement District. Come on, Sonika!
Look at this. Thank you. Can I just hand you? Of course, madam. Is that okay? Goodness, I mean, what an honour, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. I can't believe I'm actually stood here receiving this award, blown away. So at the end of 2023, I made a decision that took me in an entirely different direction. After years of navigating the corporate world, a world where I'd walk into board meetings with maybe 12 old white men and another woman or not, I'd never quite know if she was an ally. And actually, I just decided that I'd had enough and I wanted to do something to change that. Men, through the well-established old boys club, know instinctively to have one another's backs. But the same can't always be said for women. For too long, we've been pitted against one another or led to believe that success requires us to adopt toxic masculine traits. But we know this isn't true. I mean, look at all the wonderful women in this room today. We have a room full of supportive, kind women that want other women to succeed. But this still isn't the reality in boardrooms or in the corporate world. So I stepped away from my legal career not to walk away from it, but to redefine success. I wanted to challenge the status quo. I wanted to build something that would help women recognise an ally. In come House of Kind. A brand, yes, but it's also a movement. It has key details on it, as was said in the kind introduction. So when you see someone wearing it, you recognise her as being a sister. You know that you're in the presence of someone supportive. In August last year, I reached out to Juanita. I have to admit, I didn't know whether she would reply. But I did know that I wanted to partner with Dress for Success. And that's because now that I'm in a position to be able to make a difference, I really wanted to. I come from a really low socioeconomic background, which wasn't an issue when I was growing up because everyone looks the same. But I remember walking into my training contract with a hand-me-down Primark, recognizing I didn't fit in. And I was allowed to feel like I didn't fit in. And that's why I thought I'm going to partner with Dress for Success, because I want to empower women. I don't want anyone to feel the way I felt, because actually your clothing gives you the confidence. It's like your armor. And not only did Juanita reply, obviously I'm here, but she welcomed me with such warmth and enthusiasm and a belief in House of Kind that reaffirmed that this is the partnership I wanted. So thank you so much, Juanita. Since officially launching, we only launched in November, by the way, November 2024. We've had a couple of accolades. We're already in some boutiques. We were shortlisted with the Industry Fashion. We were there only last Thursday along the Retail Giants for our community initiative. But honestly, it's this award and this recognition that means so much, because it's about more than retail. It's about more than the commercial aspect. This is about giving back, and it represents the very heart of House of Kind. It's about ensuring that no woman is left behind. I'm so proud to be a part of Dress for Success. It's an institution dedicated to empowering women, and one where men are also playing the role. I mean, you get so many women's clubs where they're kind of just talking to one another, but women only make up 50% of the population, and you're never going to get the progress you need just preaching to the choir. You need the buy-in, so it's wonderful to see so many supportive men here as well. So thank you to Dress for Success for believing in what we're building and for honouring House of Kind with this award. I'm really excited to see what it's going to bring. Thank you to the women who every single day continue to empower, uplift, and champion one another, because when we stand together, we rise together. Can I just get you to raise your glasses, please? I feel like it's probably a good time to have a drink. To the power of women. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonika. Now we're honoured to present the Community Impact Award, sponsored by Mary Waring Associates, to Central London Alliance CIC. Accepting this award is Nadia Pierre, Director of the Central London Alliance. The Central London Alliance is a community interest company established to support the sustainable economic recovery of London business, hospitality, and cultural tourism sectors, especially in the aftermath of COVID-19. Under the leadership of founder and chairman Tony Matheru and director Nadia Pierre, the CLA has been instrumental in driving initiatives that bolster business support, providing targeted policy recommendations, and launch campaigns to boost consumer confidence. Their efforts have been pivotal in revitalising Central London's economy and fostering a collaborative spirit among businesses and communities. Nadia brings a wealth of experience to her role and also serves as the marketing director at Integrity International Group. Her expertise in marketing and event direction, coupled with her passion for motivational speaking, has significantly contributed to the CLA's mission of driving London's economic recovery. As we embrace this year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, The Central London Alliance exemplifies the transformative power of collective effort and strategic action in fostering community, resilience, and economic vitality. For their unwavering dedication to empowering London's communities and spearheading initiatives that drive positive change, please join me in celebrating the CLA and Nadia Pierre recipients of the Community Impact Award, sponsored by Mary Waring Associates. Come on, Nadia! On the track.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think community impact, and certainly what we believe at Central London Alliance, is achieved through partnership and collaboration. Working together, you can achieve so much more. We have a few of our partners in the room who I would like to take this moment to thank: the City of London Corporation, Cheapside Business Alliance, and JCDecaux UK. And last year, we had the privilege to partner with Dress for Success, with Mary Louisa and Daniel, to create a fashion show that championed pre-loved clothing and actually closed London Fashion Week 2024. We also empowered young women that had never had the opportunity before to go down the runway, and we have one of them this evening with us. I think also community impact is achieved, as we all realise, through lots of people. And so thank you, the Central London Alliance team, for all those late nights that we do in the office, all the running around London that you have to do. Thank you, ladies. This award is for all of you. Thank you also to our chairman, Tony Matharu, for the outstanding leadership that you give, for the integrity that you bring to every decision, for the women like me that you empower to be where we are today, and for the unparalleled support that you give to Central London. And finally, I would like to thank my parents who are in the room, my husband for the support that you have given throughout the years of the troubles that we have been through as well, and for my 3-year-old daughter who is at home. May you continue to grow into the strong woman that you are, who tells the boys in the playground everything that they've done wrong, who also comes to me when I've had a bad day, and I don't know how she does this at 3 years old, but she holds my face within her palm of her hands, and she looks me straight in the eye, and she says, "Mummy, I love you. Mummy, you are amazing. And Mummy, you will find the solution." So every woman here that we've spoken about this evening, and those that we haven't spoken about this evening, please continue to do the great work, that you inspire young people like my daughter, and that you continue to do phenomenal work in this world to create more of a positive change. Thank you.
Now, I'm very honoured to present the Corporate Partner of the Year Award, sponsored by Mary Waring Associates, to Blue Orchid Hospitality. Accepting this award is their esteemed founder and chairman, Tony Matharu. Blue Orchid Hospitality has been an unwavering partner to Dress for Success Greater London, providing pivotal support that has significantly strengthened our mission. From offering essential premises to serving as a presenting sponsor of tonight's event, their generosity has been instrumental in empowering women and fostering the long-term community impact of Dress for Success. At the helm of Blue Orchid Hospitality is Tony Matharu, a distinguished entrepreneur and philanthropist. As the founder and chairman of Integrity International Group, Tony has demonstrated a profound commitment to London's hospitality sector and community development. His leadership extends to various esteemed positions, including board member of the London Chamber of Commerce and Industry, chairman of the Asian Business Association, and director of the Central London Alliance, a community interest company dedicating to supporting London's economic recovery. Tony's dedication to philanthropy and global community initiatives is truly extraordinary. Through Integrity International Trust, he's provided ongoing resources to sustain Willigama Community Education and Welfare Centre in Sri Lanka. And in India, his support for the Self-Employed Women's Association has helped empower over 2 million self-employed women, providing them with the skills, training, and financial independence needed to escape the poverty trap and safeguard them from exploitation. His contributions to London's success and sustainability has also been widely recognised. Earlier on this year, Tony was awarded Freedom of the City of London for his outstanding service to the capital. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, he founded Here to Help London initiative, providing over 5,000 room nights of accommodation and 30,000 meals to frontline workers and those in need. For his remarkable vision, generosity, unwavering commitment to social good, Tony has been honoured with numerous accolades, including the Special Recognition Award for contributions to London's success and Technology and Innovation Award and an Honorary Doctorate of Letters. For his extraordinary leadership, philanthropy, and commitment to empowering communities, please join me in honouring Blue Orchid Hospitality and Tony Matthew, recipients of Corporate Partner of the Year Award, sponsored by Mary Waring Associates. Come on, Tony!
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much, and thank Dress for Success for putting on another fantastic event. 10 years, and long may it continue. I took careful note of what Lord Simon said about talking less and listening more. And I feel a bit of an imposter here on many accounts. Apologies for that, and I know that we are told not to apologise here. But if I can say thank you to him, thank you to Kate Garraway, who is the epitome of care. I took a careful note of that. He also talked about the pussy-grabbing allies who really talk rather too much and has been mentioned several times earlier today. We are, of course, privileged to be here, and we're privileged to be in this fantastic location in London. Those that stayed up like I did and watched the Oscars last night will realise that there is privilege, but there are also thoughts and a broader vision for those that perhaps could have made it to the Oscars but didn't. So for Sohaila Golashani, who for her role in The Seed of the Fig, who is now, I think, in her third year in prison in Iran, talking about taking away power, and faceless monsters, there are people in this world who feel that they can take away the power of independence, particularly from women. So for incarceration, for spreading corruption and propaganda, for being in a film, I think that we ought to spare a thought for those who don't have the privilege that we do, and perhaps instead of 74 lashes and 2 years in prison, we can do better. Apparently for corruption and propaganda, never mind about that. We hear about our leaders who should also do better, but this isn't an opportunity to condemn others, but really to thank others, particularly those who have taken the time and the effort, made sacrifices for other people in order that their lives are improved, particularly those that are disproportionately disadvantaged. And particularly women in this world. Talking about that, I know there's people who know me through cricket and other sports. In my view, the England cricket team should not have played against Afghanistan. We know what's happening in Afghanistan. We know that there is a whole generation of women there who have not got the opportunity or the privileges that we would like them to have. And I think only standing up when we say that these people should have the opportunity and hope, and it is abhorrent that they don't have that. I'd like you to all to raise your glasses. We heard about belief, and it wasn't just for me. And if you can raise your glasses, because one thing that joins us all is we were the product of our mothers. So to mothers and to the values and beliefs that they imbue upon all of us, which actually cause us to be here tonight. If I can ask you to raise a glass. For our mothers and for their values and beliefs. My mother's 93 and in the corner. Thank you.
So lovely. Now, lovely folk, I'm going to hand you back over to Juanita for some special presentations and 2 honorees. But whilst I have you, I just want to say thank you for being such an amazing audience. This has been my first time hosting an awards show. And so you've been a great set of gorgeous faces to look at. No, thank you to all of you. And hopefully, by the grace of the ancestors, I'll see you all here next year. Thank you so much, folks.
All right. Such an amazing evening thus far. I'm excited to be back. I had one job, and that was to control the clicker. So I did my job tonight. Thank you to the staff tonight, to everyone here that's making all of this happen, and to our AV person. Thank you for bearing with me when I clicked the wrong times. And I had one job, and it's okay. But we are here tonight. This is to me, one of the most important parts of the evening is the celebration of the women that we serve. And we have 2 women tonight that we want to highlight. Runa Begum, and we're going to talk about her. She's going to come up in a minute. But she is our Trailblazer Award winner tonight. Runa is a woman who has taken her full journey full circle, transforming not only her own life, but paving the way for others to follow in her footsteps. In 2018, Runa was recognized as our Client of the Year, but her ambition and vision took her beyond employment. She became an entrepreneur, launching her own perfume line. Her story is one of courage, self-belief, and determination to build something of her own. Runa's journey is a shining example of what happens when women are empowered with the confidence, skills, and support to pursue their dreams. Her success is not just personal. It is a beacon of possibility for all and the women who are to come after her. Tonight, we celebrate her with the Trailblazer Award, recognizing her boldness, her innovation, and her impact in her entrepreneurial journey. We have a video. I think it's important sometimes that you see the journey. And oftentimes, we focus a lot on our clients who go to work for other people and get back into the corporate landscape, but we are seeing sort of a thrust and a thrive of entrepreneurial spirit, and we want to continue to support that as well. So we have a video that we're going to show now of Runa in her own words, and then I'm going to invite Runa up.
Thank you. I'm lost for words. I wasn't quite expecting that. Thanks, Juanita. What I wanted to say today was transformation and change. A lot of people are usually defined by their job title, but I've found after I've gone through Dress for Success, styling, and then where's Jo? Jo Martin. I've been on her coaching program for like 5 years. Hey, Jo. And now I don't fit the corporate environment anymore, but I've survived navigating change through the support of Dress for Success, as well as Jo's one of many. And I wanted to, my brand is to support women that are going through that journey and talking about being hidden and unseen and usually not being able to have a voice of your own, and why visibility and representation matters, where choice is often taken away from you. So when I decided to embark on this journey, that's really where I wanted to go with it. And I think I read somewhere, self-care is how you take your power back, and it's not gender specific. And really that's what kind of led me on this journey of being sustainable, building community, but also looking at how I can support the wider purpose of reaching other women, because often women can be your own worst enemy. But I think about my father, who was my biggest role model, and he passed away when I was 21, very suddenly. The only memory I have of him is a perfume, and that's how the idea came. But also, every single bottle that I've made, I thought about a personality behind it, what that person, how you want to show up in the world, and also a little bit of me that goes out there, and that would be my legacy. And that's all I wanted to share with you today. Thank you.
And I'll just add to that, to all the awardees tonight, the little box that you received is Runa's perfume line. So she gifted all of the honorees with samples of her perfume line, which is phenomenal. You saw me in the video smelling it. I was taken aback. So she wanted to provide that gift to everyone. And if you're curious about the line, you want to smell it, there's a table back there that you can sample and smell. But we want to support women who are entrepreneurs. So that's her journey. We saved not the best for last, but one of the best for last. We are excited. Toni Ann Gurdon. And I feel like I don't even need a script to talk about Toni Ann. She is phenomenal. I'm going to let her video play, but Toni Ann was our Client of the Year here in London, and now she has been selected as a global ambassador for Dress for Success worldwide. Yes. So, yes. Part of the Women Who Inspire campaign, which kicks off every March, they select women from all over. So Dress for Success is in 153 cities, 23 countries, and they select women from various affiliates all over the world, clients, to represent the organization worldwide. And our very own Toni Ann is one of the selected global ambassadors. And so we are very proud of her journey. Really excited for her. I'm going to let her video play and invite her up as well to say a few words.
My name is Toni Ann Gurdon. I'm a young person from Southeast London. I'm a creative, activist, and a joker.
Tonight, we come together to celebrate a truly remarkable woman, someone whose journey embodies the very mission of Dress for Success. A past Client of the Year, Toni Ann Gurdon has not only transformed her own life but has become a beacon of inspiration for women everywhere. This month, Toni Ann has been named a global ambassador for Dress for Success worldwide, a testament to her resilience, her dedication, and the impact of empowerment. And on March 20th, we will celebrate her incredible achievement during our Women Who Inspire campaign, marking this as a special day of giving to continue changing lives just like hers. Toni Ann's story is one of perseverance, courage, and transformation. She has stood in the shoes of the women we serve, and now she stands as a symbol of what is possible when opportunity meets determination. So tonight, we honor Toni Ann Gurdon, our past Client of the Year, and now a global ambassador for Dress for Success worldwide. Toni Ann, your journey has inspired us all, and we are so proud to celebrate this next chapter with you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Wow, is that me up there? I've written a short speech, and before I start, I just wanted to ask the room to give another big round of applause to every woman that has been a part of Dress for Success, for the team here, Juanita, and the mission and goal that they do. As a young carer from a tender age, I was exposed to life's pressure of adulthood and womanhood. Now using my lived experience to remove stigma, advocate for underrepresented voices in the community. My first heartbreak wasn't romantic. It was watching the world reject the woman I loved the most, my mother. When I was 10 years old, I witnessed how she was mistreated and ignored. as a woman who needed assistance and support, as someone living with chronic illness, someone who fought to provide for her family but was repeatedly let down by the system around her. Chronic pain stole her joy, her future, and her independence. Her struggle shaped me. While most children learn about adulthood through role-playing games and cartoons, I learned it by living it. I became a young carer overnight, juggling responsibilities far beyond my years. I carried the weight of survival through homelessness, food poverty, and hidden disabilities of my own that sometimes still keeps me from work. But here I stand today as a global ambassador for Dress for Success for the Women Who Inspire 2025 campaign, proof that our past does not define our future. Dress for Success Greater London gave me the tools to step into the workplace with confidence. And without them, without their interview coaching, without the clothing, without the ongoing support, I truly wouldn't be here today. Too many women are held back, not because they lack potential, but because barriers are placed in their way. Today, we are aware it will take 123 years to close the gender pay gap. 123 years is just unacceptable. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is Accelerate Action. And I say we must accelerate compassion too, because fighting for equity isn't just about policies or paychecks. It's about meeting women where they are, without shame, without judgment. It's about recognizing the success that doesn't always follow a straight path. So to anyone who feels like they are falling behind, meet yourself where you are. Your journey is not a race, and there is no shame in the obstacles that you face. You are not alone, and you are not defined by those hardships. And to those with power to create change, the time for action is now. Because we cannot afford to wait another 123 years. I want to close by highlighting 10 women who inspire me daily and have impacted my life. Annette Carty, Alison Woods, Natasha Prevail, Mia Sarah Crowther-Nickel, Kirsty Colander Brown, Aliyah Ali, Jade Barnett, Lorna Jackson, Sister Stella Headley, and Yasmin Ali, aka YA Poet. Thank you for everything you have all done for me to help me here on my journey, and directly and inadvertently. And I thank you all for the impact that you continue to have on the world. Thank you, Dress for Success, for this opportunity.
It's been an amazing evening, and at this time, I would like to introduce to some and reintroduce to others our new Executive Director, Samantha Latouche. She's going to come and give closing remarks. Samantha has been with us since December. It's only been a few months. It feels like years sometimes, but we appreciate her so very much. She is the future and the face of this organization, and we are proud to have her leading us. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to be quick. So this is the closing remark from me. I'm just so proud to be part of this charity and the amazing women that are in it. The board members who are men that are in it, Barry. So as we draw this wonderful evening to a close, I find myself filled with a sense of profound gratitude and inspiration. Has everyone enjoyed themselves? Amazing work. So much so that it doesn't even feel like work for me. It feels like I get up every day to do my dream, which is inspiring women and sharing my lived experience of the struggles as well. We've witnessed incredible achievements tonight, We've celebrated the dedication, the innovation, and the sheer brilliance that each of our award recipients embodies. From groundbreaking discoveries to acts of extraordinary service, you've all shown us what's possible when passion meets perseverance. But more than just celebrating individual accomplishments, we've celebrated the spirit of community, the spirit of pushing boundaries together, the spirit of lifting each other up. Because let's be honest, no one achieves greatness alone. Can anyone testify for that? Behind every award, behind every success story, there's a network of support, a foundation of collaboration, and a shared belief in the power of human potential. Tonight, we've been reminded that excellence isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey filled with challenges, setbacks, a whole host of different moments of doubt, but it's also a journey filled with incredible rewards, with the satisfaction of knowing you've made a difference, and with the joy of celebrating those milestones with the people who matter the most. As you leave here tonight, we've been reminded that I've gone back up to my line, sorry. So as you leave here tonight, at least there's one bloop on the tape, bleep. As you leave here tonight, I encourage you to carry that spirit of excellence with you. Let the stories you've heard inspire you to chase your own dreams, to overcome your own obstacles, and to make your own unique contribution to the world. And remember, the work doesn't stop here. In fact, it's just beginning. Let's continue to support each other, to collaborate and to build a future where innovation flourishes, where compassion prevails, and where every individual has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Thank you for everyone who made this evening possible, to our sponsors, our volunteers, our board, and of course to all of you for being here. Most importantly, congratulations once again to all of our incredible award recipients. You are the true stars of the night. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, drive safely, and we look forward to seeing you all again next year. But before I actually close, please also scan the QR code that is not only on the screens, but on your flyers, on your tables, because every investment into the work that we do helps women, and we want to really sort of raise those numbers in terms of the achievements that we've all made in the last 10 years. And amazingly, Juanita, such an inspiration, wherever you are in the room, I can't see you. There she is. I'm so thrilled that you chose me, and that means a lot in my heart. So thank you for the great work that you do. Thanks, everyone. Good night.